a police officer and now, in the legal business, how do you think this affects or impacts a society, not just River State generally, when you frequently change, sometimes less than a year, sometimes just over a year, and then the commissioner of police is redeployed? How does it affect you, the police office? Okay.
The external security architecture lies to the Nigerian the military.
Oh, yes.
And we know that the police alone cannot handle security. That's why we have the sisters organizations that are also helping out in maintaining security in the state.
Okay.
So when you are talking about institutional transfer of maybe police commissioners and all that, there's nothing like institutional transfer. Because the day you are transferred immediately is the day you start thinking of how to let your handover move. Because they say that they can remove you anytime. If they see that you are better off in another place, they can move you to that place. So there's nothing like institutional transfer. And if you are talking about affecting the security architecture of the state, it cannot. Because the security architecture is already there, it's already laid down. So what the new police commissioner does is just to build on the already laid down security architecture. But that's just
my angle. As an opinion, how the architecture should go in. The commission of police, the initiative, the one before initiative, police somewhat initiative when images comes down, when you should town. So you think change of Hello? Oh my, we have issues. Can you hear me? Hello? So we have to reach with getting the people to read also it's given to work big on million days.
On info with you read them.
But what do you think? What are you thinking about the changing of police commissioners every now and then? And what do you think should be the agenda of this new police commissioner? What are the issues? Where are the areas they should focus on? These are some of the questions that I'm asking. You can go on Facebook and drop your comments in the comment section. I'm talking about Nigerian for BH. Yes, that's the handle. Drop your comments therein and let's get talking. Let's get the conversations going. Also, you can send a WhatsApp message to the WhatsApp number 0809 0306416. Let's continue the conversation there as well. What do you think? What do you think about that? Do you also think that maybe the political drama that happened in River State last week has, some connection to the redeployment? Think about it. Remember, in Imo State, the commissioner of police was redeployed because of his alleged involvement in politics. The statement did say that there were allegations of partisanship, or it was partisan, and that is why he was redeployed, for equity's sake. So what do you think about that as well? And then I also have got a question. Someone who knows the terrain will do a good job, right? And so they have brought in someone who was yet again working in River State, the police command in River State. I think it was the CID. I stand to be corrected. I have to go back to my report and look at it. However, he worked in River State. So what's your idea of, the new police commissioner coming into town and helping in the fight against insecurity? I'm still trying to establish connection with my guests. It's a crazy network out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the phone lines and you and I get talking. Hopefully. Okay. All right. I've been able to establish connections. Hello. Welcome back, madam.
Sorry, the network is challenging.
Yes, it is. It is challenging. It's such a fantastic conversation, and so there would be challenges. Of course, there would be challenges. Welcome back on the show. So you were talking about the police commissioner being changed every now and then, and how it would not affect the security of the state. So let's get to hear you.
Yes, I was saying is that the structure is already on ground.
Okay.
And when the newly commissioner is posted, what he will do is just to build on the existing structure and improve on them. So when you have layer officers that understand their duties of protection of lives and property of everyone, everything will move smoothly. So it will not really affect any security police in the state because the structure is already built and done. So it just needs to improve on them and ensure that the protection of the lives of the citizens is sure. That's not what we will do.
All right. Now, you mentioned earlier that one of the reasons why the commissioners are redeployed every now and then is because the IGP or whoever is in charge of redeployment looks at the strengths and the weaknesses of these commissioners and look for places where they will perform and perform well. Well, what are some of the characteristics that are looked at in the redeployment process?
For instance, they will look at your profile.
Mm.
You know, there are some persons that are good in maintenance of internal security generally.
Okay.
So once they look at your profile and they know that you perform better in a place that they see maybe there are security challenges that are already existing in that place, they will post them because they know you will do better.
Mm.
So that is how the posting is done. So we don't have anything like an instant transfer. The IG will just know that you perform better in this place, they move you to that place and move this person to that place. So any day you are posted to a new place, you start preparing your handing over notes because it can be moved anytime.
Mm.
So that is how the structure of the police is.
Okay, but do you think sometimes political events have got a hand in how some of these commissioners are redeployed? Because last week, if you would remember, in River State there was the political drama. Could that have been one of the factors? I'm just asking, in your opinion.
You mean what happened in Imo State?
No. In Imo State, of course, I do know that the CP was redeployed because of the politics being played there. But I'm saying in River State, could the political drama that happened last week, where we had the House of Assembly, being attacked. We had some issues where water cannon was used and used in a crowd where the governor was a part of the crowd. I'm wondering, could that have also been a reason why redeployment was done in River State? In your opinion?
Well, it could also be one of the reasons because the police will have what is called vicarious liability.
Okay.
So if you are not too sure of yourself, and you allow your junior or your other staff to put you in that kind of situation, it will result in a removal. But however, that might not be the case. The police will have even throw their hands and watch the whole security of the state being challenged by mob action.
Mm.
So what they do is to make sure that they do their job. That's what they do by that protection. If they say that they did not know that the governor was in the midst of those people, it could be true. It could be true, but they couldn't have expected the police to fold their hands and watch mob take over the whole state.
All right.
Yeah.
So you've retired from the police, and you know the police in and out. How do you think, or what do you think can be done to improve policing, not just in River State, but generally, across the nation, nationwide? What can we do to improve security? I don't know, maybe from the community level, maybe from the state level, or even from the national level. What would you propose should be done to help improve policing in Nigeria?
The thing is, you should know that the police themselves are also human beings that give other persons.
Okay.
And you know how the public turn to the police. They turn them. But they should also understand that these police personnel they also have families. See, most times you see them on the road. They buy fuel from their pocket to ensure that the police equipped.
All right.
You understand? So at least they should start from the top. I think let me just say that we mention corruption. Corruption is everywhere, starting from the top and all that. So what they should do, they should ensure that these resources that are meant for the respective policing should be given down to the people and ensure that they have big vehicles for them to police a place. If you look around, you see some of the vehicles that they use in policing the place are private vehicles. And majority of the persons here, the citizens, may not even really know that these people are police personnel. They might take them, they take them for kidnappers and all that. So it is necessary, let them give the police enough resources like vehicles to do their work. If you talk about the guns are not sophisticated enough. You know, if you see the guns the police are using, you compare with the ones armed robbers are using, it's a tie to them. So these are the things they should take it into consideration so that the police can do their job effectively.
All right, so tools. When you mention tools, something comes to mind. I do not know if you heard of the story where, SP Bako Angbashim was killed in Audi West region, and he was killed by a gang led by someone called Tubaba, General Tubaba. Awuda area, yeah. And, up till now, Tubaba is yet to be apprehended. 2 months after that happened, Tubaba is yet to be apprehended. And we've seen, Tubaba and his boys brandish the weapons that they have. And the weapons are sophisticated and new. Could that also be the challenge why, certain criminal elements like that are yet to be apprehended? I mean, like Tubaba, 2 months after he committed that, heinous crime, we were yet to apprehend him.
But when they commit this crime, you cannot expect them to remain in that particular place.
Okay.
They will move to another place. That's why it's a bit difficult for the police to apprehend them. But that does not mean that they are sleeping, because I'm sure they have spread their tentacles to ensure that those criminals are apprehended. I'm telling you that they will be apprehended, no matter how long it takes.
So it's not sorry. So it's not an issue of sophisticated weapons. I just wanted to understand that.
They have it, and the challenge is these weapons do not fly from the earth. You understand? They pass through either the seaport or the road, even from airport. So I think they have some guns, that they have some people, so they have some big meats that are just behind them that are supplying them this ammunition and these guns. So if we are true to ourselves and we carry out maybe a thorough investigation, well, I think they should fish out these people that are behind the supply of these criminals and get them arrested and maybe to God.
All right. Madam, now, still talking about security in River State. Recently, we have had a lot of stories where young ladies have been kidnapped and killed. Recently now, a 13-year-old was found dead in HA. How do you think we can tackle this issue? We've also had e-taxi drivers complaining that they are being robbed, their cars being snatched. And yes, the outgoing commissioner of police was, working on it and was looking at developing strategies to ensure that they curb that menace. How best, you've been in the police once again, and I do believe in your era, you guys also were able to successfully tackle some of the crimes in River State. What was your approach at the time? What is the best approach now? Can you educate us, given your experience?
We know that that is something that took place. I think I would just call it glitch. And these young boys, I want to get rich quick.
Okay.
That is just the result of that.
Okay.
In my own opinion, I think I will suggest that the community policing, should come on board again. And the traditional rulers, they need to be equipped so that they can do their work better, because they are the ones that face the community. They know this so better than us. Police are not strict, and they cannot be everywhere to see that crime is happening here and there. But if we have this effective community policing and the traditional rulers are equipped, I think we'll get better results from that approach. But security can be, all these security challenges can be minimized.
Now, what's your definition of community policing? Because a lot of people have, given various or varying definitions of community policing. Are you saying people in the community should join the police and, police from them?
No. Not really joining the police. But we have a section where we train them, at least give them a kind of first aid, the first information on the general police duty, not that they will join the police. We will tell them that these are the things you need to do, how to police your community, and you should give them phones and all that. Tell them that we want to see anything like this. If you cannot reach your traditional ruler immediately, please call this number immediately so that they can come there and settle the situation. So it's not a question of them joining the police before they can do effective policing in their community. The community belongs to them.
Okay.
So they have to help the police, because when you talk about security, it's not just in the police alone. Security is everybody's business. If you don't secure your place, that means you're also putting your life at stake. So that is just how it is.
All right. So you're saying more like intelligence officers.
Intelligence gathering, yes.
All right. Now, some people have said maybe we can use vigilantes. Be vigilantes like OSPAC have been, going around communities and trying to, rid the communities of insecurity. But then there's the argument about whether these vigilantes should carry weapons, no matter how light the weapons are. What's your take on, vigilante system? You just talked about community police. Can vigilante, fit into that picture you've painted?
When you talk about guns, it's only the president that have the power to approve guns to any special the security that is being formed. So if you say that brandishing guns, if they're carrying it illegally, and it is not the best interest of the society. So if they have to be given guns, that approval should come from the president. That's why we call it prohibited arms. It's prohibited firearms. It can only be granted by the president. So if this man brandishing guns, they are carrying the guns illegally, which is not to the best interest of the society. Because we have heard stories where OSPAC sometimes even harass people, just like that, for no reason. Some of them use it to revenge. Some of them use it to settle scores and all that. That is not what they should be doing.
All right.
If they are about the vigilante, it should be done for intelligence gathering, and then report back to the police. Anything they see, it reflects the police, because the police duty is to prosecute any criminal that is being arrested. So it's not in their place to arrest and prosecute any person. No, it is not in their place. That is the duty of the police.
But if community policing is basically just gathering intelligence, there is also the argument that some police officers, when you take the information to them and say, "Oh, Kalada is a thief, he has stolen from here," sometimes they report to the thief.
There's a section of the law which permits private persons to arrest criminals.
Okay.
So once you arrest, the police will take them to the police. So there's no thing can be done. Get them prosecuted if they are found wanting, and not then they carry them to go and see the military and all that, doing any sort of things to them. That's what I'm saying.
But that's where I'm going to. I understand where you're coming from, but I'm saying, or I'm trying to ask, that there are issues where people have done all of these things that you have said, or even just gathered intelligence and given to a police department or a police officer, and the police officer or department goes back to tell the criminal element and say, "Oh, XYZ person reported you to the police," and then the criminals start going after the informants. So is that not a hole in this grand idea of community policing?
We have been hearing such stories. The police in their wisdom, they have done what is called there's this phone call where they say where you can call a public complaint bureau. I think that one is working very effectively. And if you notice such things, it's a matter of you now calling that or going to a higher authority to tell them this is what I must damage. And I'm sure that issue can be handled.
All right.
But what we have been hearing is even inside the police, we have been hearing that.
Okay. Now let's come back to the Commissioner of Police in Rivers State. How best do you think he can go about enhancing the security in Rivers State. Like you've said, he's going to continue the structure already on ground. However, he's supposed to improve on it, because that, I believe, is the reason why he has been brought in. As a matter of fact, I have had several messages on the WhatsApp platform saying that the outgoing Commissioner of Police, CP Wanyi, did an amazing job in Rivers State, and so they are surprised that he's leaving. How best do you think he can continue the policies, the structure put in place by the outgoing Commissioner of Police? In your time, how was it done? As PRO, you're very close to the commissioner at the time. So can you tell us how it's done, how these commissioners, transition when they are newly deployed to a place? So what strategy can you put on the table for him to take us an advice?
Police commissioners, they don't sleep.
Okay.
They don't sleep. So we have departments, and you cannot expect the commissioner to work 24 hours around the clock. That's why you have assistance. See, majorly the area that the department of the job is the Department of Operations. That is the ops. And now you have area plans and you have DPS. That is why it is segmented. For you to know that this area is being covered by you. And it is left for you now to spread your men, gather information, get what you need to do, and it report back to the commissioner. If they know that you don't have the strength to manage your area, that is why the Department of Protection is there. They will send in their men to assist you. Because that is really what they do. They send some patriots to most of the donations to ensure that they back them up and strengthen them to ensure that the security challenges in the place is being managed. So, how we do it.
Okay. Let me ask one final question before I open the phone lines. We have spoken so much on community policing, right? But let's go back there for a minute. So let's say there is yet to be a structure, a proper structure on community policing. How can the various communities, because for instance, the report of the young girl, the 13-year-old girl who was killed, happened in Eche local government area. Eche now will have that image, young girl killed there. People will become scared. So how can the communities in Eche, for instance, improve the situation by policing their community, or would I say participating in community policing? How can they do that? And how can they, assist the police?
They have traditional institutions. They have traditional institutions, and they have these young men that are staying within the villages. So it's left for them now, for this traditional institution to come up. They should recognize their skill, and they should also know that they have a lot of things to do in their community. Bring these young men who are ready to work in the community. They have a little segment. You have to handle here, Make sure that you police this area and ensure that anything that you see happening in that area, you report back. I think if they start doing that, they're able to see some of the things that are in and report back. If they were not vigilant, anyway, I think that girl was killed before they now discover the something in the sack.
All right.
If they were vigilant enough, they would have seen that there with the boy and all that, and that crime took place. It's not all that easy. But if they start going into segments, dividing them, random here, I'm sure that you get better results.
All right. Okay. So, security is everybody's business, so they say, right? So you should join hands with the police. All right. Let's open the phone lines and let's get to take a listen to what some people listening to you and I converse have to say about all the things that we have been talking about. But if you're just joining us, you're welcome. You're listening to Hard Facts in 92.3 Nigerian Info. I am Kala Dakuru Batsbo, and we are looking at the topic. Rivers Police Command now has a new commissioner, and I'm speaking with Dr. Rita Inoma-Abbey, CSP retired. She was once upon a time a police PRO in Rivers State, and now a lawyer. Interesting, right? So to join the conversation, 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. What are your thoughts on what we have been talking about? WhatsApp number for WhatsApp messages 0809 030 6416. We are live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. We're active on X, Nigeria Info PH. And let's get your thoughts on that as well. All right, this one says, Kalada, some of this deployment of state police commissioner or commissioners are mostly done on selfish interest more than interest of the general public. Like the former commissioner of police before the last CP was yet to deliver election for their masters, Chris Onyenwenyi. Now, madam, there is this perception by a lot of Nigerians that the police is a tool in the hands of politicians. How can you launder the image of the police when it comes to that? Can you help us with that one, please?
No. They cannot say that.
All right.
Because the IG is the of the police, and the police commission is in charge.
Okay.
So when we have a report, and the thing that the report is it's about its feeling. It comments on the ID, to submit that situation, either move it to another place and bring in another person. So it's not that we are in the hands of politicians are directing. That's not it is.
Okay.
It's not the case.
All right then. Okay, so I'm going to take the call myself. I hear the network is disturbing. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling in from? All right, we're having network issues. Let's try again. My goodness. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. I hear it is raining out there, and so the network is poor. But let's keep trying. Hello, your name, your location, please.
Hello?
Yeah, what's your name? Can you speak up, please?
I'm Michael.
All right, Michael, what's on your mind? What do you want to share with us? Michael, you're not audible enough. I can hear you. I have to let you go there. Okay, the phone lines are really disturbing. Let's keep the conversations going. Let's get back to you, madam. I don't know what's wrong, but I believe they will fix the lines for us, the phone lines, so we can talk to our listeners. But, now that the new commissioner is in town, I do not know. But what areas do you think the commissioner should focus on in terms of improving yet again the security architecture of Rivers State?
I think they should focus more on the water side.
The water sides?
The water side.
Oh, okay.
Some places that suburb areas. I think they should focus much on that area. And also they should spread their tentacles outside the city. They should not just police only the metro, but they should just spread their tentacles outside the city. Because the people that was killed was not killed in the city. I think it was killed at other areas, so they should spread.
Talking about the water sides, that's a very difficult terrain to police. You would need gunboats and all of that stuff. How, in your time, was that terrain, especially the belay axis or some of the axes where we've heard stories about pirates and the likes? How was it policed then? How did your when you were part of the command, how was it done? How were you able to police or secure water sites?
The structure that they use in such areas are not always made known to the public, because that is left for the police.
Okay.
So that they can handle that area. Okay. So by the time we start saying it now in the public, they will bring in of it and they will be 10 steps ahead of us.
Oh, true.
So that's what we do.
Okay, let's try the phone lines again. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Trust me, I can see your calls coming in, but I don't know. Whenever I take them, the calls drop. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, what's your name?
I know that. Sorry, I'm calling for an eyewitness. Eyewitness now. Sorry, I'm calling for a lot of program. The electric shock. I'm going away.
Can you send the can you? Okay, so high tension wire. Okay. All right then.
I'll be calling the part of that like you find difficulty. God.
All right then. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The one call that did go through was talking about an eyewitness report. We'll look at that story in a jiffy. But keep your calls coming in 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp messages should go to the number 0809-030-6416. Hello. Yeah, good afternoon to you. Welcome. What is on your mind, please?
My name is Christian. I'm calling from Inoma-Abbey.
Your name is?
I like to Christian.
All right, Christian, welcome.
Yeah, calling from Inoma-Abbey. I'm telling the police have been trying.
Okay. All right.
I would like to say that their problems lie within them so much. In as much as we agree and we know that security is every man's issue, if it's difficult to give an information to body or individual you trust. For instance, I have a personal experience of where there was this criminal that was caught, and we arrested him, took him to a policeman, took him to the police station, only for them to begin to even escort us for breaking the policeman and the criminal. And right there, then the criminal confessed their master, confessed who is their master, and the police were telling us to go and investigate that place, come back to them. And I wonder, if somebody is in your custody and somebody has confessed, that telling a division that brought this person that you have already extorted also, if I come back to you. So it becomes so difficult that even when we have the opportunity of, getting criminal, catching them as what we call community policing, it's even very difficult to submit them or to take them to police station. So until they work on themselves and make us trust them by their actions, it will be very difficult for us to work with them.
Right.
That does not mean that there are not some good aspects of them, but the challenge is, even maybe this is a personal opinion, from the top to the down, things must be done for us to have security. I think that is my own take. If they allow us to trust them, we bring people to them, they don't expose who brought them, because that's an issue. Because you leak a secret to them about criminals, and the same criminal will come back after so many days and tell you, I told you I was coming back.
All right.
And the policeman told me that wait for us, we are coming. It's a challenge. So I plead with them to work on themselves, purge away the criminals among them. And I tell you, these things are changed.
All right, thank you very much. I've got to move on now. Thank you for your time. Hello, your name, your location, your contribution. Yeah, what's your name?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening or good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm calling from Bush.
Woji, you're calling from Woji. Welcome then. Oh, okay. Welcome. In Boshimini, welcome.
Yeah, I will start by saying that Nigerian police, they are trying. They are doing their job, but they have some other things that distract them.
Like what then?
My own is like similar to the last caller. Like there was a time we caught a thief in my area. We sent the guy to the police station. The police people requested that we should open a case file. I asked the policeman, look at the wrappers that this man stole from somebody's shop. Why would you want me to open a case file with a criminal, a thief? We left the thief there. So the next one is their extortion from motorists. Those things distract them from what they are supposed to do. So that is my contribution.
All right, thank you very much. Madam, would you want to respond? Two callers that we've managed to have as a result of the network issue have pointed to our conversation on community policing, and they have said it's difficult because, yet again, the police, does not do what it should.
I don't know if they have the police control room, because the police control room is just like the people working there is just like they're working directly with the city,
Okay.
the commissioner of police.
Okay.
So once if they have arrested somebody, they should call the control room and get them informed. We have arrested so person and we are handing them over to the police. So that if at the end of the day that we didn't get any result from that police station, it should get result from the control room. Because the control room is the mouthpiece of the commissioner of police. So I don't know if they have the number, or if you want me to give the number of the control room so that they can hear it and be calling, or the public complaint bureau number, which is controlled by Abuja. So if they have those numbers, I think it would be a very good thing for us.
All right. Yeah. You can actually reel out the numbers if you do have them. It will be lovely, so people can actually reach out to the control room directly.
Okay, I think I have the control room number open.
Okay, so let's hear it then.
Can I call it?
Yeah, please do. Thank you.
080
080
32
32
00
00
35
35
14.
14.
Yes.
Okay, so can we call it?
The public complaint number, that's Abuja. Can I call it?
Yeah, please do.
080
080
57
57
0
0
00
00. All right. If they call these numbers, they will get to reach high command.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Someone is saying the police high command should step up action and purge the force of some of their men who collude with these miscreants by giving information to them.
They should also see that the first public relation officer is not resting on his house. Most of the complaints that are given, they see that he's taking action, and most of them, those bad eggs, some of them have been dismissed, and they show them to members of the public
Okay.
to really tell them that the police are not sleeping on all the complaints that they are laying, and they are ensuring that those bad ones are being fished out from the job.
Okay. All right. So the police is our friend. That's what you're saying.
Of course, they remain the street now. The police is your friend. Without the police, can you move on the road?
No,
You
not
can't
at all.
move now.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. All right. So I'm going to read this message now. It says the police high command should step up action and purge the force of some of their men who collude with these miscreants by giving information to them. Little wonder why people refuse to give information to the police. Secondly, why is it that policemen do not go on transfer? There are officers who have served in a particular station for over 20 years. And this is coming from Anonymous. Can you help me with that? Do you have the answer? Are police officers transferred or are they not transferred?
No. You can be transferred. If you are staying in a place, you can be transferred out from that place. Because if you are staying in a place, you become so familiar. And it will also affect your job.
Okay.
That is the more reason why it should be transferred to other places. It is federal police, it's not the state police where you are expected to remain in a particular place. If you are really staying in a place, to move out. Like me, I worked almost everywhere in the state. There is no part of the state that I did not work. The only place I did not work was Adamawa State and Taraba State. Those are the only two places I did not go. So I move out and also have police in that place.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll take some more messages and then wrap up the show. If you go back to business today. It says, my name is Mr. Principal. Said, one to you, please, send me doctor. But okay, that's all. This one says, when you said he's grand, I mean, police, someone that, you called the phone number again, they had again, someone finished.
Okay.
I'm down, you can help me with this. Yes, please. 0 2 0 5 4. Right.
The public complaint number in Abuja, the unit.
Okay.
080
080
57 00
00
another 00
00
01.
01. So 0805 700 0001.
Yes.
All right, then. What's your final word? Because we have at this point. What is your final word? If the coming in, maybe to receive concern to listen. What is your final word? Because we want River State.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So just make sure that it's not blocking. That means like so you're not really looking at that. So also they're not so this is on natural people that are doing this. You have to pay so that's still doing really. So it's not cooperating with
Thank you very much for this pleasure having a conversation with you. It's great, chatting with you and talking about the police. If you're just joining us, better late than never. We're talking about the River State new commissioner of police, and I've been speaking with a lawyer, former police PRO here in River State, Dr. Rita Inoma-Abbey, CSP retired. Thank you very much once again, madam, for your time.
Thank you so much.
All right. If you're the person who called in earlier, I am in communication with PHED staffers or someone from PHED at I think their main office. So please, yet again, can you pass on that information to me via WhatsApp? Where is the high tension wire? Where has it fallen? What area is that? I'd like to know. Remember, the WhatsApp number is 0809-0306-416. They are asking because they want to turn off the feeder. So if you can get across to me immediately, I would love it. So I can pass the information on to the PHED staffers or the management there. Please do quickly pass on that information to me. Thank you. Once again, the WhatsApp number is 0809-0306-416. Good afternoon.